When you think of a wetland, you typically think of marshes or swamps in places like Florida, teeming with alligators or other predatory species. But wetlands come in many shapes and forms. Did you know that we even have wetlands right here in Nevada? Meet Elena Larson, Development Director of the Rosewood Nature Study Area. She's going to teach us all about wetlands and why they are important for us here in the Truckee Meadows.
Usually it's classified by the vegetation that grows there, which tends to, we call it have its feet wet, which means that it can tolerate being basically inundated or consistently, um, underwater for longer periods of time, as well as the type of soils that are there. So wetland soils tend to be hydrophilic, meaning they really like water. So they act as sponges and they actually kind of really absorb the water into the soil and hold it for a little bit, as opposed to, it just kind of sitting on the surface or draining right through it. I get it because when a lot of people think of Nevada, they think of desert or sagebrush and rabbit brush, which we do have a lot of. But especially in this area, which we refer to as the Truckee Meadows, historically did have a lot more meadows. In it, which is where it got its name. Wetlands benefit the environment in quite a few ways. A big one is water storage. With a healthy wetland, about 1 acre of wetland can store between 1 and 1.5 million gallons of water. So it's a huge amount of water that can be stored in wetlands. Also have a really, really high biodiversity. Wetlands can also filter water by slowing it down. It allows the sediments in the water to kind of settle out, which is really important for filtering the water and keeping it clean, as well as a lot of wetland plants can actually uptake a lot of those nutrients like phosphorus or nitrogen and things like that and pull it out of the water supply, which is great.
Wetlands are essential in many areas in the U.S., and they are especially vital to Nevada. These ecologically robust habitats are home to many species such as herons, egrets, hawks, beavers, coyotes, and your typical nature enthusiast. So make sure to show your appreciation and visit your nearest wetland today.